Good morning, everybody. Let's call this meeting to order. This is a meeting of the Commissioners Court, July 22nd, 2025. This is a regular meeting of the Commissioners Court. Let's all rise for the invocation, please.
Let us pray. Almighty and everlasting God, creator of all things, in whose hands is the beginning of all life. All praise, honor, and glory is given to you. Forgive us for when we fall short of your perfect design and will in our lives. Our own sins and the sins of this world have brought chaos and disorder and injustice into your perfect creation. But you, O Lord, are boundless in grace and mercy. You did not abandon us to the consequences of eternal death because of our sins. Rather, you sent your only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, to become one of us, to be crucified to death in our place for the forgiveness of our sins, to rise again to new life, and to ascend back to his heavenly throne of glory, to reign and rule over all creation until he comes again to judge the earth. Heavenly Father, today we ask that you pour out your Holy Spirit upon all our elected county officials and all those who serve alongside them. Grant wisdom and discernment to those who make and uphold the rule of law in our land, that they may lead with integrity towards the good of all your people. Strengthen all of us to be your hands and feet in this dark world, engaging those in our communities who need you the most. Give us the courage to act with both justice and mercy, to serve our neighbors, and to work all things for peace and unity among all people. May our words and our actions always be motivated by your gospel message to proclaim your truth of saving grace through your Son, through the same Jesus Christ our Lord, who lives and reigns with you in the Holy Spirit as one God now and forever. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Pastor, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Good morning, everybody. We'll take number 4, which is review, discuss, and take necessary action to approve the previous meeting minutes. We'll start with the one on July 8th, which was
to approve it.
I'll second.
okay. Motion to approve in a second. Any discussion about the Commissioners Court meeting minutes of July 8th? Okay, if no discussion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Now, special Commissioners Court meeting of July 15th, where we went over the budget.
So moved.
Okay. Motion and a second. Okay. Any discussion? All right. No further discussion. All in favor of approval of the Commissioners Court meeting of July 25th minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. All right. Public comment this morning. I think we've got a young man, Christopher, who's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on at the community garden. Come on up. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell the court who you are and what you're doing?
Hi, I'm Christopher Craver Turner. I'm a Boy Scout. I'm almost done with my Eagle. I just finished my community garden project, and I was coming here to show it to y'all and to thank the community, thank Mr. Westerman and Judge Hennington as well. Is there a way I can show a slideshow here?
Yes. How do you have it? Is it?
I have a laptop right here. I mean, I have a USB port if that's available, or I could just show it to y'all
I'll just do it
personally.
that way, because I think by the time we figure out the technology, we'll
All right.
It'll be tomorrow.
aged out.
So I'll show you all, I'll bring you closer to show you all a few of these pictures, but
Okay.
some of the before pictures, these were taken in February, back when I first started looking at the project, and it was in disarray. There were mattresses, there was carpet everywhere, pallets were all around. I went again a little bit later, late into May, which there was a long hold because of a bee issue, which I was able to remove humanely and safely. And once I was able to get that cleared, a few more catches with the Boy Scouts having going on summer camp and then Father's Day. But we finally were able to get started on June 29th. And in that first day, Here's one of the photos. We're ripping up an entire carpet from the garden. It was a massive carpet. It took 10 people to move. But on that first day, it consisted of mowing, weed whacking, pulling the carpet, and we also started moving these cinder blocks that are there. And a few more photos just of it generally being sort of clean compared to when we were first there. And moving on, it took a little while, but we were finally able to set up another meeting on the 13th of July, when Mr. Westerman also joined us. And that second day consisted of mowing and weed whacking again. And we were able to finish moving all these cinder blocks. And we were able to build 2 composters that I and my stepdad built from scratch. And we were able to reuse some of the pallets that were already there that weren't too damaged to build others. Here's a picture of all of us standing at the composter. And here are just a few more photos of us working, and it's noticeably cleaner at this point. There was one final day, 2 days later, it was on a Tuesday, I believe, and it was me and just a few others. We went and we just cleaned everything up, finished around the beds and finished cleaning up the fences. And it's right here. And I just wanted to again say thank you to Mr. Westerman and Mr. Hennington, or Judge Hennington, for letting me even do this project. And then I also wanted to thank Dr. and Mrs. Susan Billings for helping out so much in this project, and Mr. Ralph Grubel for being the commissioner for the Boy Scouts and allowing this to happen.
Awesome, thank you.
Well, I know we're in public comment and we'll allow a little leeway here, but I want to thank you for all the good work that you guys did.
Thank you.
For getting this community garden back in shape. I very much appreciate it. And I think the community, and I hope this will be a continuing thing.
Yes, sir.
You guys
Well,
can leave for other
our
scouts.
Our next Boy Scouts up in line to work on their Eagle have all expressed that they want to continue working on this. And then we're hoping to also be able to just work on it in our free time, not just with Eagle projects as well.
Are you finished with your Eagle work?
I'm finishing up on my final pieces of paperwork and then I'll be done.
Good for you. Good for you. Congratulations on that. It's hard.
Thank you.
Well earned, and we appreciate everything you did.
Thank you so much.
Anybody got any comments? I know, again, we're not supposed to comment much, but we're gonna allow leeway
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna wait till number 7, but okay. No, it was good to see everybody out there. It was a great outpouring of scouts and scoutmasters. The Eagles, have a special place to, you're your future leaders, so
Yes.
keep it up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, that is way better than talking about the budget. All right, any other public comment today? Complaints go to Sarah. Compliments come to the judge, of course, for anything. Any other public comments? I know y'all are getting tired of hearing that, aren't you? Okay, report to City of Alpine. What you got?
Yes, thanks very much, and good morning, everyone. I have 5 items to talk about. One from the city standpoint, we too are in the middle of the budget cycle. And one of the things, Judge, probably want to spend a little bit of time offline from this meeting is how we want to focus resources for the fire department. I would the community support like the library and other items, make sure we're aligned. Talk about ambulance service and make sure we're squared away on the animal crematorium. So as we go through that budget, I'll get on your calendar so we're gonna have that discussion as we dive into that, because that's important we stay aligned both of those.
Yeah, we want to talk about recycling as well.
Okay, great. Okay, super. Okay. Second item, relative to the fire department, we did have a discussion at city council meeting about the burn house. Good dialogue there. I think all of council support. The thing we have to worry about right now is access, because we're crossing the 06 property. So I know our lawyer's off working that and we'll be able to press forward to that, but I think there's good solid support there. Item number 3, the big item from a council standpoint is picking a new city manager. We have at least 11 applicants who are in the process. Some, I've been told, have not been deemed as qualified, but council hasn't had a chance to weigh in on that yet, so that will come up here shortly. I expect we'll get into that in our next meeting, which is August 5th. Fourth item I have is the zipper. We finally got the zipper on order, but it's going to be delayed, so I'm a little disappointed. So I don't expect we're going to see it to the October-November timeframe, and we'll figure out how we work that when it gets in. Still want to get that project
So our
done.
August project's gonna be delayed.
It's gonna be delayed, yes, sir. Yep. So till we get an end, we're stuck and we're still trying to figure out what our game plan is, take care of Country Club Estates because it's getting kind of ratty out there. So it'll be when it's gonna be. The last item I have on here, just for information, from a Saul Ross standpoint, the Texas State University System Board of Regents will be here August 7th. They have their their meeting. Just want to let you be aware, they're going to be up on campus for 2 days of board meeting and a dinner. That's all I've got. Any questions for me?
Can you, put on maybe the double ground stuff? And I'll get with you a discussion. Maybe working with the CDNS and since they own it. But
Oh, I'm sure I'll just.
I'll give us.
Okay. All right.
Very good.
What was the second item you talked about?
The second item I talked about was the burn house for the fire department.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out near the
Yeah, yeah.
wastewater treatment plant.
Gotcha.
Yep, yeah, we just got to work, make sure we got clearances. No one's looked at that in forever. We talked about what the implications would be for that, what the budget would be and figure out what the structure is,
Okay.
but,
Yeah, I remember when Dr. Sheehan used to go out there.
yeah, it's kind of in disrepair. Needs a little work, but it was a good discussion.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I think that burn house would be a great rehab project. I mean, there's a lot of junk out there.
Yep.
Maybe we could help clean that up and get that back into what it was as a training ground for the fire department.
Yeah, my understanding is one of the biggest challenges is going to be a roof, roughly 2,000 square feet. So I'll have to go figure out how to sort through that, come up with a 10 to go work it.
And what do we do with all the junk?
Yep. I know.
Burn it.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's metal.
Okay, anything else from Mr. Stevens?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it, Rick. All right, number 7, recognitions and announcements this morning. Anything from the court?
I think we should recognize this young man in the front row with the giant belt buckle.
There you go.
He did awesome. You want to tell us how you got that buckle?
How did you get your buckle? I don't know if I got it. I think somebody gave me it. He won a different belt buckle this summer at camp.
Ah,
Nice.
now which camp? Was it Fruit Ranch? Okay,
For you.
you probably met my granddaughter there. She was there. She goes every year. Yeah, good.
He had his eye out for the girls.
All right, any other announcements from the court? All right, let's do number 8. How about a report and discussion for the Marathon Water Supply Corporation? Okay, thank you. All right.
We love financial reports.
So they're great.
Thank you.
More numbers.
More numbers.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
While y'all are reviewing those, I'll just go ahead and briefly introduce myself again. I've been before the court multiple times, but my name is Elizabeth Lewis. I'm one of the board members for Marathon Water Supply and Sewer Service Corporation. And I am basically just here to thank you all. On behalf of the board, we appreciate your support and exciting things are happening. I'm gonna have Becky Garcia go over some of the financials with what has been going on with us since the receipt of the $100,000, and then our water manager, Tim Roberts, is gonna go over these things a little bit. Good morning, my name is Becky Garcia. I'm the office manager there with the water department. Started April was a year ago, and I'm under good leadership of Miss Bernice Martin. If you y'all are familiar with her, she's been there forever, and I'm grateful she's still there. I'm trying to learn the ins and outs of the water and sewer world, and it's been fun. It has been challenging this past year. If you look at our summary balance there, oh, I'm sorry. Our assets, the balance sheet previous year comparison, you're going to see that
our accounts, we have several savings accounts, debt reserve, Entrify, a CD that we renewed. It's now the 1023B Entrify 2025. We took some money from there, put it into our future development. Our future development account is where we pull out for special projects, tasks, anything that needs to be done. Typically, we are putting money into that future development fund every month. We try to put in 2,000. This past year has been a little complicated. If you look at our RR account or OMR account, those are pretty much depleted. If you take a look at that. In this past year, when Tim came on, mid-July, we've been doing lots and lots of renovations, upgrades. In the past, we rented a backhoe from one of the gentlemen that was there working for us. He owned a backhoe. We paid him rent for the backhoe. Well, we made the purchase. We dove in, made the purchase of a backhoe. Most of our money was depleted for a down payment on the backhoe. That's kind of where it went, but it is paying off big time. These guys are working tirelessly. If on one of those other financial reports, the balance sheet previous year, if you look down a little ways, you'll see new installs and that type of thing. That number, we've got installs going in like crazy. People coming out of the woodworks because they see our boys working and working and working, our men working. We renewed a wastewater permit last year. We had to pay those fees to TCEQ. We do that every 3 years, and that was a big expense. We also have to pay the engineer that helps us get those permits put together. So that was a huge expense last year. We are working with our engineers on a CAP grant that we're hoping to get. But we were pushed off into the second group of people that qualify. And we don't know how much we'll get. It'll put us in a position to have to probably get a personal loan, a business loan for the difference. And honestly, I don't know that we're set up for that. So we will be looking into some other grants, hoping that we can tie in all kinds of projects that need to be done for the water department and get it all pushed into one. We have upgraded our internet service. We've put in a security system. A lot of our property is kind of spread out there, and so that the guys can keep an eye on things, we needed to put that in to make sure that we don't have things that are walking away. We did put in a mapping system. Every facility is going to have to put in a mapping system for the public to be able to come in and either look at a private computer or a screen of some sort. They're going to have access to this mapping system to be able to see all the water lines, the sewer lines, where just everything's at, the size of the lines and all of that. Well, it doesn't have to be implemented for quite some time now, but we just dove in and we got with ArcGIS. That's who our engineers use, and we were able to save money that way going with them. They're a little more expensive, but we were able to save money because they had our map pretty much put together. And so they were able to transfer that to us. We got it put into our mapping system and voila, it's up. Tim runs around with his telephone. He puts it over a manhole cover or runs it across the line. It puts the coordinates in, puts everything in. He just puts the description of what he's got. You can upload pictures, you can upload everything. So then we were thinking, okay, how are we going to present this to our community? I have some friends in through the Culberson County ISD, and they received a huge grant and were replacing everything. Things that were 6 months old, 2 years old, it didn't matter. They were getting brand new everything within the schools. And so they were giving away items to nonprofit organizations. So I contacted Mr. Baugh, the superintendent there, and I asked him what they had and if they had anything that we could use for like screens or whatever. Well, The boys went and picked up a smart board. It's 2 years old and it is enormous. It's, Judge Hennington, you've been in our office. It's about the height of a wall. It's,
Yeah, 4
yes, so you're aware, yes. Oh, yes, it is working and it is so nice and we are excited to have received that through them. And just so you know, they have a list of things they weren't able to get rid of that they're gonna put out there as well too, just in case anybody's in need of that. But we did do that. So we got that done. We also get audited yearly. That's a huge expense. That's about $9,000. Our audit agency is wonderful. We don't want to make any changes. They're great.
Who does your audit?
He is out of El Paso. It's GPR.
Okay.
Group and, or GRP. Yes, thank you. And, Kirk, and he's great. Yeah. And then we had, insurance renewals that were really, really high. So this past year, we've depleted, we needed tools, we needed supplies. We had to replenish all kinds of things, to get up and moving. So that's what's been done. I want to thank y'all as well for the grant money that we received. Oh my gosh, we've really been able to do so much with that. And we have a financial report there with a breakdown on the grant money. And yeah, and Tim's gonna talk to you about that. We also have a notebook with receipts as well and everything we purchased. Thank you all very much again for the.
So y'all got 29,000 left if I read this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Spend, okay, go ahead.
All right, so got the blue spreadsheet here. That we received a grant from y'all last year about this time for 100,000, and this kind of gives you the breakdown of what we spent it on. We had given you all a list of meter replacements, leaks that we needed fixed, valve boxes, flush valves that we wanted to install, a SCADA system, chlorinator, all kinds of stuff. And for the most part, we've checked off everything on that list. We have about 29,000 left, and the SCADA system is about 25, and we haven't paid for it yet. They're still working on the install, getting a few parts for that. As far as the meters and stuff go, we've been working on that. We've got about 45 of them in. I believe you'll have a meter change out list there too. And then you'll also have a water loss report. If I can find it here. Anyways, our water loss last year was about 45% was our average, about 1.5 million gallons a month. And we have gotten that down to about 500,000 a month.
It's the
Yeah.
most exciting part for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that has definitely helped us in our
Yep.
revenue too, because a lot of that we didn't decrease pumping, we actually increased what we were selling is what it was. First month we changed out meters, some of them were had about 100,000 gallons a month going through them that we were charging them the minimum. So that made a big difference. That really helped us out. And I said the leaks, we fixed a whole bunch of leaks and gotten parts for all of those. It's really,
This is really excellent. Thank y'all. This is real clear. Gives us a real good picture.
and we've got
So I think,
the actual receipts that tie to each one of those, but it's a book.
yeah, no,
Tim, tell us about your license, where you stand.
Okay, my licensing, currently I am working on my C groundwater license. I put in the application about 2 weeks ago. It takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get the response back from TCEQ. And once I get the approval, I'll go take the test here at Sul Ross, and that's the last license I need. I've got my wastewater, CSI, I'm waiting on it to come in. So,
After that, we've been working on it 4 days.
Mhm.
right.
That's fancy. So you're of size where you have to have a C now, don't you?
Yes, so yeah, anything over 250 connections, I believe, and we're at about 400, so.
Y'all done a great job. Let me ask just a couple of quick questions. What's your fiscal year in?
October,
All right, so,
end of September, 30th, 1st October.
so if you add back depreciation into your
Yes.
losses, you're still gonna lose about $90,000. And of course, you have to go to savings for that, which you don't really want to do. Do y'all, is there, or is a rate increase on the horizon or?
We voted at our annual meeting or our last meeting. It was our most recent meeting.
In February.
Yes, the February meeting, we did vote on a rate increase, so.
To get yourself back to at least break even plus your profit, yeah.
And we did also raise our membership fees and our connection and reconnection fees as well.
All of those
So-
have been the same since essentially like what 1960s.
Yeah, they've been, and when we talked to other places and looked at other places, we realized, oh my God.
They did a great job of looking at like comparables in the area of, rural water companies. So.
Water's not cheap in the desert.
No.
Simple as that. I mean, hate it, but what, y'all changing out to the new radio frequency meters,
We're not, we're using the same,
brass?
they're actually a poly, but the same style. You have to go and read them in person. We've been looking at some of the radio frequency meters. It's a kind of an expensive undertaking. I've talked to, you'll have to remind me his name in studio.
Oh, George Garcia.
Yes, and he gave me some info on a grant that they received and I've been kind of talking
Yeah,
to them.
look at the Texas Water Development Board. They have a grant money which paid 300,000 for us to do all the meters in
Okay.
Studio B. Which brings up an interesting thing. We every quarter we get together with the fire chiefs, and I'm not so sure we ought not have a lunch with you and George and the Alpine and sit in a room and network a little bit, because I think that's how we learn from each other and can help each other out. So you're up to
Yes,
it.
sir.
Maybe maybe the judge's office will host a little Subway sandwich thing. We get you guys in. talk.
No, I think that'd be a great idea.
Yeah.
What is water loss?
I'm sorry?
What is water loss?
That is
Leaks.
leaks, water that we're pumping, but we're not selling.
Yeah.
I mean, broken pipes like
It could be
thing or?
broken pipes, it could be a meter that's broken, so it's not charging the customer for the water that they've used.
Okay,
It can be for fires, water coming out of a fire hydrant is not metered, so it's counted as water loss. Now that we estimate that to a point,
An illegal tap.
an illegal tap. Yeah.
no.
those, I'm sure.
People that go and turn their meter back on themselves, things like that,
Yeah.
that we don't know if they have water and,
Oh, that's never happened.
yeah, that's never happened.
But you cut it in half.
Yes. Yeah.
I am too. This
Most
is
of that was
excellent.
due to the meter change outs. We
Yeah.
found that there was a lot of broken meters. I think we had about 30 broken meters, and so swapping those out.
Very professional.
No, I think they've done a great job. I mean, having seen something similar to Studio View, it's a lot of work, keep these things, chasing the leaks and chasing.
It's a lot of work keeping up with it, and
Yeah, so great job.
Well, these poor
Thank you.
guys can't go read meters without finding a leak pretty much.
but now we've got the equipment and the materials to get it fixed, so it makes it a lot easier.
Don't just chlorinate though. You don't have to process your water, do you? You just bring it out of the well, chlorinate it, send it down. the
Send it down
pipe.
the pipe, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's good.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
It is nice.
We have to RO ours, and that's a mess. All right, any other comments from the court? Fantastic job.
Yeah,
Thank y'all.
good job.
Thank you all very much.
Let
So
us know what you
Thank
need.
you.
Yep.
See you later, Michael.
See you in court, Michael. My probate court. All right, I'm gonna skip all the way over to number 17C, which is treasurer's report, and it's related to the depository services between Brewster County and the Erlingwood Common School District. So Reagan, you will tell us what's going on, Julie or somebody.
So Reagan Reed, Superintendent at Terlingo Common School District. Our 4-year depository contract with WTNB is up this August, and we're able to do a 2-year extension. And we would just appreciate it for our organizational keeping everything consistent for us. And then we have a branch down there in Terlingua. We'd like to request a 2-year extension. And so we coordinate, that's part of our common school district designation. We coordinate with the Commissioner's Court, but we'll need y'all to approve that before we can move forward. Our board already approved it in our last meeting.
Quick question, do y'all, are y'all getting good reports from the bank about your collateralization of your funds? I mean, are you looking at that on a monthly basis to see that you're collateralized properly?
Well, I don't come from a background in banking like you do, Judge Hennington. We're not getting any good or bad reports. I don't even know sure how to answer that question. What do you mean?
Do you have in public funds roughly right now, do you need?
In our bank account? We keep around 700,000 to $1 million in the account.
The only comment I have is you just gotta watch the banks. They should be, they're required to provide you a monthly statement that says you've got $1 million in our bank, we've got you collateralized for $1 million plus. Okay, so because they've got to maintain a collateralization equal, usually greater than what you've got in stock, what you've got on hand. So they normally do it with the Federal Home Loan Bank Board line of credit.
That's what we have.
Okay, and that's okay. You just want to make sure that that line of credit is sufficient to cover.
Make sure one number is bigger than the other.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not a big fan of Federal Home Loan Bank lines, letters of credit, because when you draw a letter of credit, they come with problems. If we, I'm much more happy with Treasury securities where it's actually pledged.
So in the event that you have to use it,
Say again.
in the event that you have to use the letter of
Right.
credit, it
If I've got Treasury bills pledged against my public funds and I go into I mean, we're talking about the end of the world here, right? But I go into the world, I can liquidate those securities. May take a little bit of a loss, but I can get my cash. On a letter of credit, it's more laborious. Same thing with CDs and FDIC insurance. By the time, you need that money. By the time you file with the FDIC, make your claim, it gets through the government channels. It could be, 60 days before you have access to your own money. So if you could push the bank to collateralize it with securities, Treasury bills is what we're talking about.
Mhm.
That would be a great alternative to the federal or some combination thereof, just a thought. We're dealing with that here at the county too. I don't know, just not fond of letters of credit, having done business in letter of credit world and know how they can get tripped up. But anyway, just.
Do y'all have a letter of credit here with the bank that you're working with?
But it's a combination of letter of credit and securities.
Mhm.
And I get it, the banks like to do the letter of credit because it's way cheaper and less hassle, because they have to manage that portfolio. And if they don't that's a whole nother cost to them. But anyway, all I say is just keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Okay, just make sure you're under the Public Funds Act, you're supposed to be getting those monthly.
We do.
Okay. That's not a lecture, I'm dealing with.
Sounds like a lecture.
I learned something today.
Sorry. Why do we have to approve this? Just because we're tied into y'all?
We're like.
Just so that they can, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
I never have understood that.
I'll make a motion to move forward.
I second the motion.
Motion is second to accept the depository extension of 2 years from the Turingo Common School District. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All right, done. Sorry.
Thank you.
Or the long way.
Thank you.
Remember
Well said,
4 years ago when we changed banks, they were saying, oh, we're gonna put a branch down in Terlingua any day now. Has not happened yet.
Who was that? Travis Bacon? All right, number 9, let's do county judge report. I'm gonna skip A. We'll come back and pick up the budget at the end because that's gonna be tedious. I want to do B as in Bravo, review, discuss, and take action. You guys saw this at our meeting last week. I just need a formal approval of the district clerk fee schedule.
I move we accept the district clerk fee schedule as presented last week.
Okay, and it's on your chart today too. All right.
Second.
Second, motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, that's the district clerk fee. I need a motion for the county clerk fee.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second on the county clerk fee as presented. Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. All right, number 10, review, discuss, and take necessary action to approve the 25 electric rate contract with Public Power Pool. This is just an update. I just want to let you guys know that we had already approved to do business with Public Power. This is our buying cooperative that goes out and buys power.
So we don't get surprise charges.
Yeah, so we have locked in a rate. First of all, we've changed, they got rid of, Shell did not win the bid this year. Champions won the bid, so we'll be changing providers. It's it's seamless. We'll get a different bill, Pati, than we're getting now. It'll be a little different, but it's the same. All those meters will switch over to Champions from Shell. And that's a 2-year contract. We are locked in at a rate of, we're going from 5.41 cents per kilowatt hour to 5.73 cents per kilowatt hour. It did go up a little bit, but not significantly much. It actually is 5.73 for 2 years. It's a 3-year contract. And in 28, the price actually goes back down to 5.64 a kilowatt hour. If you were going to buy this power in the open market, you're just going to call AEP and say, I want power. You'd probably pay another 50 to 6.75 cents per kilowatt hour. So clearly we're getting a pretty good deal, and we're locking in this rate for the next 3 years. It's interesting though, they said that prices are up a little bit, that says apparently there's a whole issue of east to west power, but it says worth noting that the wind solar farms are not in the west load centers, and most of the effort has been getting generation to the eastern cities. So Bitcoin data centers and oil drillers are driving up the demand for electricity in West Texas. So we've seen a little bit of that in the area. So anyway, just an update, no action needed. Just want to let y'all know we're at 5.73. That won't kick in until January 1st.
Sounds like a good rate to me.
All right, number 11, review, discuss, and take possible action on the following sales for strikeout properties. These are properties that were sold, that were not sold on the steps of the courthouse, and we'll put into the strikeout book. Somebody has offered to purchase these at these prices. Our share will not be 5,500. It'll be some share of that. And so these are two properties that aren't on the books right now, that'll go back on the tax rolls. They've been sitting in I call it the stink out list or the strikeout list for some time, and somebody wants them. So
I'll make a motion to sell these properties to Mr. Parrish and Mr. Williams.
Okay, motion.
Second.
Motion is second to sell these strikeout properties to the two parties, Perez and Williams. Discussion?
Does this go through the lawyers?
Yes.
We just pay okay.
Now it goes through, there's a company that's handling it.
Okay, so the lawyers divvy up the money for write-up?
And we'll get our share.
Okay.
And all the fees associated with it are paid
Out of
that.
Yeah.
So it's not, we get,
5 cents.
yeah, not a lot, but we get something.
But it's back on the
It's
tax.
back on the tax rolls. Down in Terlingo Ranch of all places too. All right, motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, number 12, this is approval of the 25 regional public defenders interlocal agreement. Let me find this. I can always get it confused. This is the one for the,
It's the capital.
this is the capital.
Regional Public Defender for Capital.
Yeah, so we have an insurance policy that protects us in case we get a capital murder trial or capital crime trial in Brewster County. And this is the agreement that provides for that.
Second.
All right, motion is second for the 25 interlocal agreement for regional public defenders discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, good. Number 13, review, discuss, and take action regarding the interlocal agreement between the Regional Planning Commission and the Public Safety Answering Point. This is just an agreement between the COG and our dispatch
911.
and 911, and we just have to renew the interlocal agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second, discussion. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, let's do number 14. Brewster County project list. Guys, I did not put the project list on there. The only thing I need to add to that list, and if you'll allow me the freedom to add it and then bring it back, is we have an opportunity to purchase a vehicle out of that project list money, which we've got the money to do. 48.9?
49.5.
49.5. This is for road and bridge, the vehicle.
Does it come with a driver?
driver? No,
One of those self-driving.
What kind of vehicle?
Just
it's a pickup.
Pickup, oh, okay.
If you recall, we sold,
Yeah.
those old pickups that were wore out. This is a new pickup.
replace one of them.
So just need a motion to approve that in the project list.
I moved to add the road and bridge pickup truck to the project list.
A second. Motion and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's a 1-ton pickup, but single wheel.
4-door, right?
Yes, sir. Four,
Okay. All right, let's do 15, which is Road and Bridge.
I have it.
Yep.
The boys have been, I think they kind of been chasing their tail and meeting it, going when they're coming. Anyway, they've, it's just kind of been crazy for them. They've been flying from one end to the other, and between the judge and I, we kind of keep them pretty busy. They kind of make plans on where they're going, and we alter them, but they just kind of been filling in wash, just the whole county. I got some guys paving, patching holes up here on Ted Street and Mountainside Drive, Fort Davis. They're blading out with Freya, Fulcher, Joe Moss. Joe Moss was in bad shape.
I would free, it might not be passable right now. I don't know.
I think that's what it did.
Did you drive it?
I was there on Sunday, but then when I was coming
Oh,
home
right.
from Alpine last night, I saw the water sitting on the road, so I wouldn't drive it. I don't know how long it takes to dry out, but it wasn't terribly sunny this morning either.
Anyway, we had a dump truck had an accident, so the newest one, it's en route, so I have to go that now. I don't foresee it to be warranty. They're both, now the Freightliner is saying that Ox Bodies,
Yeah, they're two different
yes,
units.
yes, so they're blaming each other right now.
Oh, thanks a lot.
But we need it, so regardless,
Push on.
yes, and then I'm working on had a motor grader, I think the motor about to go out or did go out. You gotta call in to Skip, he can do it here if he'll take the initiative. But if not, I've got Caterpillar and Odessa ready to take it. But there's outfit in San Angelo, Big Country equipment that's new and hungry. And they've got a great shop. I've heard really good things about it.
What do you think it's like? Is it new heads or? Yeah, we don't know yet, do we?
No, I'm it threw the oil out, so it'll be rotten, I'm sure.
They didn't go through the block though.
No, sir.
Okay. that's
No,
good.
no.
Okay.
A complete new motor through Caterpillar is about 35,000.
Mill iron, it's expensive.
No, sir.
Although I'm in the camp and of course, budget's coming up here in a few minutes, but I'd rather spend a little more and get it done than to have it drug out for 8 months,
No, I need it. We need it.
We really need it, yeah.
Yes.
Time of year to be down equipment.
Now, do we want to consider the idea of trading it?
No. No, everything's good.
Okay.
It just, we had a mishap with it and I mean, it's mechanical. If it can go wrong, it's probably going to at some point.
Is this the one that's sitting out on Veterans Edition?
Yes.
So is it repairable in place? Or does it have to
if
be?
Skip could do it probably.
And then,
But I can't get him to commit right now.
and Johnny said the dump truck is drivable to San Angelo? No, it has to be towed.
It's towed.
Mhm.
It's on the back of it's on our haul truck.
Okay.
They're en route right now to take it.
Right.
So,
Either way, so if we take it, Cat will have to take it over to Cat or to take it to San Angelo, right?
yes, sir.
Well, if he's not calling you back, doesn't want to work, I guess my reaction was we'll get the dead good thing fixed, so we really need it in play, don't we?
Yeah, it doesn't look good the way it is. I mean, it's, I think it's a 88, and I know it's an 88 one. Which is not old for equipment. A new one would probably be 350,000.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Oh, sir.
I know we got a long list, but that, young man with the Boy Scouts, there is a pile of debris that they've piled up next to that community garden.
Okay.
And I mentioned it to Johnny, sometime in their spare time, they could haul it off. That'd be great. It's just carpet. They use carpet for weed berry,
I'll be there.
so.
That'll do it.
I'll get them.
Anyways, all right, any permits?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, number 16, emergency management.
Morning.
Morning.
Okay.
Thank God for the rain, right?
Thank you very much.
So we're taking full advantage of that. If you look,
It's more fuel that it's gonna grow.
that's what we're not looking forward to is when it
And
dries out.
everybody's planning to burn now.
Everybody's
because we got
planning to
rain.
So what we've been doing is I'm pretty sure that everybody's noticed little burn piles all over the county of people doing prescribed burns, which is good. They're getting rid of some of that old stuff they've had on their property forever, which is either a snake den or something like that. So we've been having some prescribed burns go across. They're cleaning up brush that's been on their property lines for a while, which is helping us out. With the rain and the green grass is coming, it's a great barrier. So we've had some good prescribed burns. The bigger ones, we've actually had fire on standby, on scene. That way, in case something does take off, we are there to make sure that nothing happens. If you look at the drought monitor, the Alpine area is pretty, I think it's on the pads. The Alpine area is pretty lush. Down south is really dry. Go figure.
Go figure.
So something to look forward to in the future. The hot weather's coming. Usually August, September is when we start getting our hot flashes again. That's going to start killing off this grass. So we make sure that we keep our areas trimmed down to at least a manageable level. So when the rain stops, we can have a good mitigation of the fire area. I'm looking to update the floodplain that hasn't been updated in 35 years. I've talked to everybody from the Army of Engineers to FEMA. I was on the phone yesterday with Senator Blanco in reference to this situation of not being able to get a floodplain. Ever since Kerrville and Kerr, they've been coming down hard trying to get everybody's floodplain updated. We're a small rural town, small rural community. So they're taking their sweet time with us and everybody on West Texas. But they are going to get me in the right contact to get this mitigated. When we did a drive-through at 3 a.m. a couple weeks ago, with the last flood we had, there were places that were flooding that were not on the flood map. So we need to get this updated ASAP. I'm pretty sure if the flood map in Kerrville was updated, they have a little bit more coverage for insurance, and that'll help us out greatly for insurance. We have a water rescue team in Van Horn. They are foreseeing some big floods coming down. I know Terlinga was hit hard yesterday. Apparently it wasn't hard enough to get a water rescue team down there, but it was on standby in case we needed it for the area. So if we have that need, we have that supply. Touch on HyperReach, which is our system out here for communications for all emergencies. From March to July, we've had an uptick of people registering. We've had 207 people register within the last few months. And in June, we actually had 88 people sign up. So we're getting a good turnout for people signing up for this. We currently have 5,162 people enrolled in HyperReach. Put that in kind of perspective, Alpine has 6,039 people. So more than 50% of Alpine. And then a little bit more than 50% of Brewster County. So we're actually doing pretty good. If anybody's interested in enrolling in HyperReach, you can either go to the website, go to the emergency management tab, and it's on there, or give me a call and I can walk you through it or sign you up on the phone. So we have.
Why don't we run an ad in the paper
Okay.
Yeah, it's
all right.
when we do on the radio too, because we
Do
get
both.
that airtime already paid for, but
Yep.
let's run some couple ads and see if we can get. Cause Kerrville's on everybody's mind, so
Yep.
it's a good time to sign up.
Do you still have those radios or the emergency notification radios, the little
Do.
middle?
I have a few left, so if anybody wants a weather radio.
Somebody asked me for one and it's an annoying alert, but it's an alert.
It is. Yeah, I have a few left, so if anybody wants one, you're more than
Okay, I'll
welcome to
take
do it.
one.
With that said, I want to keep the burn ban in place with the exception of people being able to call me and prescribe it, because it's better that we know about it instead of people just going out there and burning. The residents have been really, really good on calling me and asking because my phone won't stop ringing, but they've been really good letting me know.
Really?
And we're able to get out there and monitor the situation, make sure it's not in a detriment to the county, the city, and everything like that. The city has their own ordinance and reference, so if it's outside city limits, then I can approve it. If it's within city limits, it's an automatic denial. So,
James, where are we on those hydrants? That means that lady worried me out.
I just, in America,
No, it's Sunny Glen.
go.
so hydrants. This is an issue that we've been talking. It's actually going to be another discussion item for the city council meeting on the 22nd, I believe. We're going to talk about doing that. The hydrants are, anything being done is backed up almost 6 years. Hydrants, I believe, are a huge priority, and we're going to discuss the possibility of the fire department taking over the fire hydrants and commencing with repairs. Right now, per hydrant, it's $20,000 to fix a hydrant, which we don't have that money right now to fix all the hydrants that are down. Just in Sunny Glen, it'd be $60,000 just in repairing those hydrants. So we're currently in the process of getting these repaired and done.
Can we look for some grants to maybe put some tanks, just they want to feel, especially now with rain and grass and stuff, and they know what's coming next, you know?
Yeah.
So they're uneasy and I don't know why they don't call Mr. Westerland, but they're blowing me up. I mean, can we look for some tanks for some, right, you know?
So the caveat and the good news is that the closest hydrant from Sunny Glen is about a minute to 2 minutes away. It's just right on the edge of Tom Lackey, and it's a working hydrant. So we have a working hydrant. We just got to, drive really fast. The hydrant that's across from the Mormon church, I call it the Boneyard because there's a bunch of bones out there. That one's working. It is working.
Okay. So I can tell her, okay.
Yep. Just the one on the turn on the curve.
How far is that where the hydrants stop or do they go all the way in?
That's where the hydrants stop.
Okay, so if you're way back in Sunny Glen, where Scotland is, you can't run hose that far. Okay.
I mean, we could.
So, storage tanks or, all right, so whose responsibility are those hydrants? Is it because they're in the county, they're ours, or the city?
Oh.
They're on the city water system.
It's on the city water system.
So we're talking about the fire department inspecting them, checking them, flushing them, that sort of thing, but the city doing the actual work if it's broken or needs a new valve, or, right?
So for the city, it's going to be a co-op. So in order for us to fix it, we can go from the check valve up. We can do that, but we need the city to turn off the check valve and all the good stuff and do the digging and get in there. I have one individual that's already doing his licensing to work on hydrants. So from the check valve up, the fire department can do. But we also need to do pricing on parts. We need to do pricing on labor and licensing if there is.
Can you get the parts?
We can. I just have to find the right person that can deliver them.
Yeah.
And this was just dropped on me a couple days ago, so I'm kind of working through it and looking at all my possibilities. I'm not just going to buy hydrant per area. I'm going to buy extras because we're going to be constantly running out of parts and stuff like that. Because a lot of these hydrants are old. Yeah. And when we do our check valves and we flush them, there's a lot of rust in it, a lot of dirt, a lot of mud. So
I know that somewhere along the line, these pipes are probably gonna need replacing, hopefully not anytime soon. That's a whole nother story.
How do the hydrants work and what is the check valve and how do they break?
Use, age, and
The seals on them, Jim, the seals on them get wore out and start leaking,
Mhm.
don't work. They have to be exercised regularly, really.
I was gonna ask if you have like a maintenance schedule, like every year we do this, flush the hydrants,
We're more than
more than that,
Yeah, it's a couple times a year.
Yeah.
times a year.
Yeah, so the whole thing, I think we need to sit down with the city, just get a game plan. My thought too is you could triage this, figure out where your hydrants are. You know, you can run a good 250 foot of hose and be okay without having to boost your pumps. So you might be able to strategically pick, okay, we want to make sure that these hydrants and then come back and backfill the ones in that grid. I think there's a way to be comfortable with it. You're protected, but not have to do every.
yeah, the good news is like, the hydrants that are down are next to one that works. It's weird. I don't know if it was on a different line or what.
Redundancy is a good thing.
Yeah, so I mean, we have a secondary and a tertiary plan for all these hydrants. So everything, we have working hydrants in the area. So it's not like that whole area is done. We just have certain areas that hydrant is not pumping in any water. It's not hooked up, something's not right. But we do have pumps or hydrants in the area that can take care of the situation if need be.
This isn't the Department of Shameless Promotion, but if we're gonna go out with our volunteer fire department and stand around and watch somebody burn a pile, then there's probably a size where you'd wanna do that. If it's just a small.
Yeah.
55 gallon barrel, you don't need a fire department there. Would it be crass and tacky to say, how about a donation to the fire department? To help offset some of that cost?
So I was looking into that because once I go through my prescribed burn class, which was pushed, then I'll be certified to start charging people if we want to. But I'd like to do it to where it's lower than what the fine is. So maybe $50 a burn because the fine's $500. So if we're going to charge $500 for a permit, people might as well just burn it legally.
Well, it's a donation, is the way I look at it, and I think people are, for the most part, I mean, we're not gonna, can't afford it, they can't afford it, but if, if there's people out there that would like to write a check for $250 to the fire department, who doesn't want to support the fire department? Right?
Exactly.
I mean, everybody wants to support the fire department. So, I don't know, just thinking if we're gonna go out there and stand around and ask our guys to do it, and I'm not paid, well, they're not getting paid.
Right.
But we burn diesel, we run hose, we stand around, I mean,
We're tired out.
why not? So anyway, I don't know, something to think about.
Yeah, I'll start putting that out when prescribed burns, but hey, donation.
I mean, not mandatory, but we
Yeah.
certainly would
Yeah.
love to have your,
Couple of the bigger ones.
Recommended donation,
Yeah, a
right?
couple of the bigger ones,
Suggested
people are donating, but not. Yeah. But that's all I can hear is the updated burn ban.
okay, so you want to keep the burn ban in?
Yeah, keep the
and then
burn ban
use
in.
exceptions?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you prefer people contact you? Telephone or email?
they can call me straight.
Call you straight?
Yep. There isn't a part in here where if they do a prescribed burn, they have to call me.
Mhm.
So
I'm going to keep the burn ban.
One second.
Motion is second to keep the burn ban in place for another 45 days. Any discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right, thank you. All right, moving on, treasurer's update. Let's do Julie.
I was tied up with payroll last week doing it in our new system. So I don't have a monthly report for you today, but I did want to pass along, talking about fees of office. I wanted to show y'all. So I have the county clerks and the 3 JPs. And each page is each office. And I have their most recent receipts. And it has the breakdown of what goes where.
Fantastic.
You may not know the line items, but it does give the account name with them. Thank you. So you can kind of look at it, and I highlighted at the top, the office and then what month they're for. And I will start including these in my monthly reports, but I just wanted to show y'all the breakdown of where like everything goes to. So you can get a bit bigger picture of.
Would this be
what
for
we're-
this is the month of May or June?
Yeah, so the first page is county clerk, June 25. And then you have the account numbers, below it, and like, everything that starts with 100 is, either going to the general fund or due to the state. And then like 221 is courthouse security,
Mhm.
203, 201 are specific, like to the county clerk's office and their records, archive, records management. JPs are similar. Cool.
Good, this is excellent. See, I've always wanted to see this report. I never could figure out what the heck we were doing.
Where everything
Yeah.
goes. And it's, they collect various of these fees throughout the month from different people and lawyers and stuff, but, so this is, like the totals of everything and where they go to for each month.
Too bad we can't, the state wouldn't let us keep some of that money we send to the state.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't share.
So, just out of curiosity, what is 4331 versus 4373 and JP1? 4331, it says justice of the peace one, that must be fees. And then fines are 4373.
So, yes, so 4331 is, like in the general fund where all the fees that stay in the general fund, like for revenue sorts, go from each office. Which one did you ask about?
Well, I'm looking at the third page.
Mhm.
I look at JP1, he's got an account 104, it ends in 4331, JP $581.06.
Mhm.
Doesn't say what that is, just says
It's
JP.
just all their fees that are due to the general fund,
Okay,
due to the county,
and
really.
then you go down a little bit, it's 4373, there's his fines.
Yes.
So he has fines, when would you charge a fee? What do you charge a fee for?
These are like, gosh, I'm trying to think of off the top of my head.
Filing a lawsuit.
Filing lawsuits, the county clerk, district clerk, they all have their general fee for filing anything really that's due to the county. Fines are of course separate from fees. You have to pay fines to the JPs and
That's when you did something bad.
Mhm.
So do we collect most of the fines and the fee, but the fees go to the state?
It varies. There's fines and fees that we keep, but the state has their certain fines and fees that we have to send to them.
Good,
So
excellent.
hope that's what y'all are
Yes.
looking for.
Yes.
And I'll include the most recent receipts that I have for the month in my monthly reports for y'all. And I'm trying to figure out in the new system how to give like a year to date for like, say if you want to look at county clerk year to date with just these. I'm still trying to figure out how to run that, but I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Because I'm sure a year to date would be very helpful budget wise.
Fantastic. This is classic case of the new accounting system being able to give us something we can actually understand. Yes.
Yes.
Side note, most fees and court costs are set by either y'all or by the state. Fines are generally set by JP. Say that the speeding ticket is defined from $5 to $200. That's on top of the court costs that are set by somebody else.
And then those fines, does the state get a little piece of those fines?
Take a little bit there.
Yeah.
So if you charge somebody $100 for speeding, we're gonna get 80 and the state's gonna get 20 or whatever.
Like Parks and Wildlife, they get like 85% of the
Mhm.
fund, so we don't like giving more fees because we don't need it.
Right.
Most of that money goes back to.
The
How about
state,
EPS?
the state gets a good chunk of the JP's money.
There's a lot of the state in-house
Mhm.
that's set by somebody else.
Maximum fines. I'll say that, I'm gonna say that.
Reviewing the process. It's right and updated.
Okay, how about Chili Appreciation Society? You wanna do that one?
Sure, yes.
I think it's it's 500. I don't know, why we have to, we got $500 for this is for the, mass gathering permit. I don't think this is not a donation, this is a fee. So I don't even know why I don't think we really had to approve it.
I don't think
So we're
so.
gonna,
The donation, yes, but
yeah, this is not a
Okay.
donation, this is their $500 mass gathering permit fee. So we'll move on from there. Anything else, Treasurer?
okay, last week I went live in the new system in Tyler for payroll. Everything's pretty for overall, everything went really well. I do have a few vacation and sick times to fix on employees that didn't transfer over correctly, but that's pretty minimum. I did pay Adam daily twice, instead of part-time, I paid him like a full-time salary. But the good thing about Tyler, it's like really easy to fix payroll corrections, and it doesn't cause this huge
Like cascade of problems.
huge nightmare. Yes, exactly, like it did in that data. Um, so this week, we're going live in the Employee Access Pro portal for all employees. And
At the virtual time cards.
pretty much, but also even for you all and like myself, it's a portal that everybody can access. You can look at your pay history, you can print your check stubs, you can look at your W-2s when we.
I was gonna say, so it comes time to file your taxes and you lost your W-2,
Correct.
you can go on there and get it.
Go on there. You can update your address, phone numbers, you can change your W-4. In addition to all the employees using it to clock in and clock out. So, and it's really easy for employees to use, and I don't think the transition will be very difficult. Basically, we're not doing 8 to 12, 1 to 5. We're just putting total hours of the day. Law enforcement, I've got them set to where if they're working, everyone has their regular hourly and regular overtime, but if law enforcement's doing something grant specific, like Stone Garden overtime, they pick that specific activity code and just log their hours in that activity code. And I think it's gonna separate everything really easily and make it even easier for them.
And you're gonna have short training sessions this week to teach people how to look at the portal. So all the commissioners are invited to come?
Yes, absolutely. I'll send out a schedule shortly. I've kind of just reserved this courtroom for whenever it's available. And also the conference room across the street. And I'm just gonna make myself pretty flexible to help anybody. I've talked to the buildings and facilities guys already, so they understood it pretty well. Couple of things I am gonna ask for is a basic laptop to put at Road and Bridge and the buildings and facilities. And thinking about maybe the custodian's office, so they could I am gonna show people how to do it on their phone, but if there's a laptop easily accessible, they can just log in. And so if we could find 3 basic laptops around.
What about this? That little foyer you guys have all jumped up in the treasurer's office and clean out? Why don't we put a chair and a table there and a laptop and make that this place that anybody can come and look up their stuff? I only got 10,000 printers now. We can put a printer there. They can print their stubs, and that could be.
Would you be good with all the Road and Bridge and all the buildings guys coming over?
Sure, they just come in and they can come right into that foyer, look up their stuff. And that would be a commonplace. Then if there's a problem, y'all are right there.
And it doesn't have to be, like, they don't have to do it daily. They
No.
can do it if it,
They're gonna do it,
Whatever,
they're gonna
actually.
do it when they need their W-2.
yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Yes.
we did this at Far Flung and it's gonna take a while for people to get used to it, but eventually your answer is gonna be, go on the portal, pull your W-2.
Yep. And like, the supervisors and department heads, their portal, you'll also be able to, like, everybody's timesheets that you
You can
approve,
review.
Judge, you'll be able to see them, view them, approve them, and then we'll move on down the road. Employees can also put in
21st century.
leave requests, like vacation requests for the future. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Is it an app that we're gonna load on our phone?
It's not an app, it's just a website, so it's a URL, you can pull it up from your smartphone, laptop, work computer. So all the employees, it's a username, first to middle, first letter of the first name. So J Morton is your username, and then you set your
Now
own
tell us your password. No, I'm just
you set your own password. So it's not like you're having to use your email, it's just your username.
And if somebody loses their password, it's an easy process to reset it.
So.
I hope so. We'll find out. Don't worry.
Okay, all right.
But that's about it. So, and if, Judge, if you need training also on the approval side or what to look at, I'm available, but I'm gonna send the mass email out. It's also gonna have a PDF of instructions and a user guide on how to do it. Everybody, I'll just send out all the information and I'll be available like all week to help everybody.
I would encourage all the commissioners to do it first, so you guys can help everybody else. All right, number 18, review, discuss, and take action regarding engagement letter with Singleton Clark. All right, so Singleton Clark has finished the 23 audit. It'll be out this week, next week, early. And then this is we've already engaged this is the engagement letter for the 24 audit, which will be out in November.
How exciting.
So if the price is the same, we've already talked about this, we're gonna try and negotiate that down the road, but right now it's $90,000 for, to get started on 24, which they're ready to do.
I'm gonna go proof.
Okay,
A second.
motion and second to approve the engagement letter with Singleton. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, Brewster County Comptroller, Patty.
Let me see if I remember how to do this.
Yeah.
Good morning. Okay, have two different packets, one that we already paid, like always, and this is gonna be the total is 57,294.79. And then the one that y'all need, other bill that y'all need to approve today, which will be paid after, total is 239,834.64. And that's, you had two different packets, which I just add up. That's one is with the POs and then the other one just utilities and stuff that doesn't have POs. So that's the total for.
Entertain a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Motion to approve the bills.
Abstain from Uncle.
Okay. That was a second, right, Mo?
Yes.
Okay, motion is second to approve the bills as presented. All in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, all right. What else you got?
I think that's it for me. I think you have the line item budget, line item adjustments, so.
All right, so we've got a budget, we've got a couple of budget adjustments related to some line item adjustments related to permeate care. There was a little bit of a line item adjustment related to the road and bridge capital leases for insurance and principal and the additional audit fees. So I'd entertain a motion to make those line item adjustments.
So move.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the line item adjustments. Discussion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, what else did I have? That's it, isn't it?
That's it. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right. Let's just blast. We got three more things. Tourism, still at the bottom of the heap, Robert. I can't get you up to the top.
That's all right, no problem. Good morning, everybody.
Start praying, give them the prayer, you're at the top.
Oh, okay, yeah, that'll work. Been a minute, but yeah. As I've said, most of the last several courts, it's been an unusually busy summer. You know, it's usually our down season. It's usually hot. We've had some nice weather. The word's gotten out, and I've spoken with several hoteliers, and not 100%, but pretty much across the board. You know, 70-80%. They're all up in occupancy compared to last year, so that's great. I'm excited to see the hotel occupancy, the tax income numbers for June and July when they all get done, but we're not even there on July yet for the date on collection, or actually it was, yesterday. So we'll see how it goes, but so far summer has been nice and busy. This is Viva Big Bend week, so the big music festival is in town. We'll kick it off down south in Terlingua on Wednesday with a concert at the Starlight. Visit Big Bend always sponsors this. You know, we came on several years ago. Since it was Viva Big Band and we are Visit Big Band, we kind of said, we got to partner with this thing, you know, so we had them put a show down south. So that's nice, and it'll kick off the event, and that'll be on Wednesday. Then Thursday, we'll have a presence at the Railroad Blues, and then Friday, of course, in Marathon, that's usually at the Gage Hotel. This year, it's across the street at the Ritchie, but it's still, the Gage is putting that on Friday. The staff and I will be over there for the afternoon free show. So it'll be a Big Bend, bringing lots of folks out here as always. The next thing that we're going to be doing is the first week of August, Blues on the Green, the big concert that is in Austin. It's a free concert that we sponsored previously. We got out last year because there's a little oddness in the organization, and we just couldn't get behind an event that wasn't solid. Well, they're back, and it'll happen August 5th and 6th. It's the opportunity for us to be face to face with the Austin market, really. It's a free concert. So anybody can go. The public is there. It's in a beautiful Zilker Park. They get between 7,000 and 10,000 people every show. It'll be a 2-day show, August 5th and 6th. And luckily, we don't have to do it. The radio station that we partner with there that puts this whole event on, they give away a Big Bend trip. So all we do is they provide a booth for us. We go, we give out some information, and they handle the whole registration, giving them the gas money, all that stuff for them to get down here. We made that agreement several years ago because it became a little bit problematic for us to do that kind of a giveaway. So that's kind of nice, but it funnels people over to our booth, and at the same time, we'll tell them the updates on the basin and things that are going on down here. Also, the nice thing about it is that any photos taken at that event of any of the bands performing, and they're mostly very popular bands in the Austin area. They may not be known nationally, but they are darn sure known in the state of Texas. Any photos taken that the backdrop is us. This year we've changed it to a picture of the River Road. We decided to do that. Normally we have the Chisos in there, and then we're like, well, since it's closing, let's change it up. So the backdrop is going to be the River Road, but it's our logo and visitbigbend.com on a 60 by 40 foot backdrop. So you can't miss it. Anybody who takes a picture, our website and our logo is going to be there. So it's really nice. In addition, this year, KGSR, the radio station that we work with on this, they decided to give us the full backdrop. It's usually their logo, our logo. They're like, we got our logo everywhere. So they gave it to us again, a little enticement for us to come back as the main sponsor of the stage. So we're excited about Blues on the Green. We'll be out there for that first week of August again. Next on the list that's going on is our website. The test site is up and running. It looks really nice. We're tweaking a few listings, particularly business listings. We're trying to make sure that they're accurate on there. Some things have closed, some things have changed, some things have moved. So we're kind of in that last stage of going through and looking through every line and every page in the new website. Hopefully the committee will be able to review it the first week of August, and I'm still hoping it'll go live September 1. So we're on track for that. Last thing that we're doing really in the office is we're prepping for State Fair. Of course, it begins September 27th, I believe. Could be wrong on that. Might be 29th, but it runs for 24 days in Dallas. We're always there. We've been there now. This will be, I believe, our 15th year to do this. So it's been before I was here, y'all were already doing it. So it's been a long time we've been at the State Fair. Always does wonders for us. It is our biggest outreach to the DFW area. again, to remind you, thank you for approving that contract. We're going to wrap the Dallas area rapid transit train. It'll show up right at the state fairgrounds, and we'll say, come visit Big Bend in booth number, whenever I get the booth number. I don't know the number yet. We're still working with the Go Texan and the state program to know exactly what our number will be. But we're excited about that. First time we've ever tried that. So I think it's going to go very, very well. We're also still looking for contract workers via board direction. They want me to get folks, locals, to come down and work for us. It's a great opportunity. It's a nice way to make some extra change. But I've got about half. I have 6 volunteers from Marathon and South County already who are going to come. I say volunteers, that's incorrect. Contract workers. We actually pay them $3,500 for 7 days of their life. It's basically $500 a day. They're responsible for their food, their gas, their lodging, getting down there and making sure they're in the booth by 9:59 because we open at 10 every morning. But in exchange, if they had to get a budget hotel, they can make a little change and come back, to kind of offset them being out of their work or whatever for a full week, because it is a long ways down there. So a day up and a day down to drive. But I've got 6. I'm looking for 6 more. If any of you happen to know, that would be wonderful. Send them my way.
Right.
Again, via board direction, they want them to be either Marathon or South County residents to take part in this, but happy to talk to anybody about that. The one thing on that I always want to announce here is they will be 1099. So that does affect a lot of folks on fixed incomes, et cetera, like that. So you will get a check, but you will be 1099 come tax season. Last thing I'll mention office wise is we were sponsors. Many of you may have seen the Texas Country Reporter. The marketing committee, the budget committee with the board decided not to continue that for their next season in 2026, but we will continue through this fiscal year. Actually, I'll bring a very small contract next court to continue that, just because of the time that we signed the contract technically ended July 1st. But we have the money to continue this sponsorship through the end of our fiscal, and then we will not continue in 2026. The reason we weren't seeing the biggest return on investment on this, however, the sponsor, JB Salceda, the new host, JB Salceda, he has taken part in the chili cook-off for many, many years. He's always down there. So my logic was we'll continue through our fiscal. And then honestly, he's going to talk about chili cook-off in Terlingwood anyway, starting then, because he always comes down there. So we'll kind of get free bonus spots, so to speak, for information and talking points, just because he always mentions cook-off on the run up through October and November. But I'll bring that contract next court. And I believe that's about it for the office. Everything else is going well. We're kind of, like I said, just prepping and getting everything ready for state fair, finding out who's going to work and getting all those schedules together. That's about it.
All right, AMP Sales and Marketing Solutions. Looks like we're going to do something there. So
Yeah, sure. Very misleading, the name. It's because everybody's going corporate and getting bought up by this person or that person or sold by this person or that company. That's just the San Antonio television stations. That's their new overarching name. It doesn't sound like television at all. It is San Antonio TV. It'll run across their NBC, the CW, and also their Fox stations that are over there. That's the conglomerate that owns that AMP. All this will be sports oriented, and it includes traditional, just over the top TV, just regular old TV ads, as well as digital components in there. It's a large amount of money, but we're reaching out for the San Antonio market. This was in our plan last year. We were I was waiting to do this till the closure of the basin, so we could actually assess that. Since it has been delays, we're getting into the fiscal, I gotta spend this money. So this is just actually general ads is what we'll be doing.
well, this is now, are you doing San Antonio or Austin? Because this says Austin.
San Antonio.
Because they're giving us the July commercial schedule. That is an example or something? Because it says Austin, CBS, Austin. Just make sure you're getting San Antonio, not Austin.
Yeah, this is I certainly hope they didn't send the wrong contract over. Again, this is a corporate conglomerate. They own the stations in Austin and San Antonio. It's all AMP. I'll make sure that's correct. But yeah, this should be a San Antonio contract, not an Austin contract.
Yeah, because it says CBS Austin up in the right corner.
No, that's number 3. That's road tripping.
Oh, that's road tripping? Okay.
Yeah, we have that one too.
Yeah, we've got road tripping too.
Double check your contract.
Check your contract.
Yeah.
All right. I entertain a motion to approve that contract for AMP.
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second, discussion, all in favor, say aye.
All right.
That's approved. All right. How about ticket stock?
Number two, this is just coming really, really early. This is until February 2026. We sponsored it for the first time in full this year, and it was a fantastic show. It's involved with the ticket, the number one radio station in the DFW area, but it's a sports show. They bring in one of the Dallas Mavericks or Dallas Stars or Dallas Cowboys folks in there to do autographs, etc. It's 2 full days of their big fans coming and just talking sports. It's sports, 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 sports. But I was really impressed this last year when we went in. I think I mentioned it to you guys. They knew us. It wasn't like we had to explain where is the big band. They're like, "Eh, we know you guys," because we took a kayak and it was really interesting. But these are all sports folks, and all of the disc jockeys on there, they love to come and play golf at Lajitas, so they know us very well. There's a trade going on there. It doesn't involve us a big band, but they come play all the time, and they just talk about us for free in the morning show, so that their audience knows it. We're just doing this very early this year so we can secure our spot and our sponsorship. So this doesn't actually take place until February, but they sent the contract over. There's no money involved right now until next fiscal. It's just to secure our spot.
All right, entertain a motion on that one.
A second.
Motion is second, discussion. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Now, this last one is.
Yes, and this one is Austin, same parent company. They came out, if you recall, I mentioned it to you back in May. It's called Road Tripping. It's their travel show. It's an hour-long segment. They came and filmed in May. Again, that was all designed to counter the closure of the basin since we've had delays. They already have the show done. It's produced. It's all ready to go. They were just waiting on my direction to say, okay, air it. And again, with the delays and all that, I want this done before the end of our fiscal so we can pay for it this year. So I said, let's go ahead and just pull the trigger and do it. They've edited the program to not mention anything about the basin and the closure, etc. We'll actually come back and re-edit this and probably air it in December, something like that, with actually the footage and information that they did on the closure. So this is just actually the airing of that show. They already came down and filmed it. Now we just got to pay them.
Okay, I entertain a motion on this.
So more.
Second.
Motion is second, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right. Thank you.
I'll double
Robert.
check on that contract. I'm sorry about the confusion on that
Yeah,
one.
check on that before we sign it. Just make sure we don't
Yes, sir. Will do.
buy something we don't want.
Where's Aaron this week?
Aaron, actually, he's in the office. He's off. Finally, he's not running around. Yeah, he's got a week in office. Well, I say in office. Tomorrow I'm going to head to Chilingwood for a big band down there. But yeah, he's actually back. Thank goodness. He's been traveling like crazy. Next time will be Austin when we go there. Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Okay, guys, let's, I want to do budget and then we'll finish up with the closed meeting, okay? You guys will pull your budget, worksheets. Your binder. Just want to give you kind of an update real quick of where we are. I'm always open to ideas, but here's where we are.
We're back to item number 9A.
Yeah.
Which part of the binder?
Go to page 3. You see the number in the right corner, right,
Right there.
far right says 8,918,000. That's our revenue. That has not changed since we've met last week. We went back and took a look at ad valorem taxes.
Mhm.
If we were, we right now we have a 3.5% cap, but we can raise them. We may be able to squeeze another couple $100,000 out of the ad valorem this year. Okay. But I'm not holding my breath on that one. Everything else on the revenue line is pretty much set. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of changes in that. So that's going to be $8.9 million in revenue. Okay. If you guys will go to page, now keep going, go to page, now you're in expenses, go to page. Let's make it simple. Go to page, go to page 20, the very last page of the expenses.
It's a lot different from the income part.
It is. We have a lot more expenses. So if you go to page 20, I've scratched out in my handwriting, our revenue of 8.9 million against the expense was 9.2 million, gives us a deficit of 313,827. If you put in the raises that we proposed last time, there's your deficit as of right now. Okay. Now, let me tell you how we kind of got to some of these numbers. If you go to the next page right after that, up in the upper right corner, it says 121. This is your courthouse security. Basically, that's almost entirely funded by general revenue. So that 93, if you look at the top, it says GF transfer salary and benefits. That 93,680 went right into the general fund. Okay. And then Ruben, the one that I know you'll be interested in is the next one, which is Fund 110, Road and Bridge. Okay, so we will have to based on this budget, we'll transfer 288, 330. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line down on the revenue side. That's how much we'll have to transfer out of general fund to cover road and bridge. Ruben, to get to that number, we have 8 now in the road and bridge, including the part-timer, and that's including Johnny and the foreman. So I took the 2 open positions and I sealed them off. I took them out of the budget. I mean, that's not what we really were hoping to do, but that's the only way I could get the number down. So I'm still looking for money. I'm open to ideas. I think there's some room in revenue. There's going to be a little bit of room in some other expenses. If you want a quick kill on expenses, it's going to be all labor. Labor is going to be the big. I mean, if you want to clean your deficit up, it's going to be labor. It's either sealing off. It's probably sealing off open positions, reducing overtime. So here's one of our problems. When we go to budget our salaries, we have overtime in both road and bridge and sheriff's office that we don't know if they're going to use, but we need to provide for it because they not need it. Sheriff's got $70,000 in overtime in the budget. Well, we have to build into that the FICA, retirement, and other benefits associated with it. So that's a 20% premium on anything over and above. Same thing with road and bridge. We only have 6,000 in for overtime there. We need that overtime because we got it. The guys might have to go out at night.
I was gonna say, rain doesn't care if it's work hours.
So you've got 70,000 in overtime for the sheriff, $40,000 in holiday pay. So you've got $110,000. Add 20% to that, you've got another $130,000 just tied up right there. Now, that's part of the reason we've come in with some surpluses in the past is because we haven't spent all that much. So we over budgeted, expecting to use it. But if we spend every dime that we're budgeting, we'll have a shortfall this year. So, I mean, the challenge is to get to a zero balanced budget. That would be a perfect world. Otherwise, we're gonna have to basically say, all right, if we don't hit the budget, we're gonna have to take out a savings. Right now, best we can tell, we're gonna run. We're probably gonna right now, we're headed to a small deficit this year. I think we'll be okay. We've got some money coming in for some cleanup things. Sales tax still hadn't come in and some other dollars, but we ran some rough numbers yesterday. And we're not headed for a huge surplus as of right now. In 24, 25, for this year. So I guess from a budget standpoint, but I'm open to ideas, guys, if y'all got any on how we can improve revenues. That would be the great way to do it. Have JP1 double your rates, get a bunch of money in real quick, but
Speed traps.
it ain't gonna happen. So anyway, there you are. That's where we are right now. We're gonna keep whacking at it this week. The numbers for the appraisal district are due the 25th, which is Friday. I bet we don't get them till Monday. And then once we get those numbers, we'll be able to have an idea of what our values are. Then we can plug our current tax rate in, see what that'll generate. We'll have our tax rate calculations by August 1st-ish. And then we can start playing with those numbers. There you have it.
6102.
I hate to cut those positions, but I understand what we're trying to do. I mean, we ain't been able to fit them anyway, but.
Yeah.
Nobody's knocking on our door. He has some applicants finally, but. Especially like during time like right now. You're getting the calls, maybe not as many as I am, but you're getting a bunch of them.
Well, we are. Road and Bridge is the last thing I looked at, really.
Yeah.
And then I thought about, well, you know, to fix the road and bridge issue that we want to do, and I really don't want to issue debt. I really don't want to issue debt, but you could do that. You could issue debt and I'll put that into the road and bridge. Question is how much, and you know, we don't know what our priorities are, but what would our priorities cost us? If we want to raise some debt money to really put some hard work into road and bridge. It has nothing to do with our deficit, but it'd be a way to fund your road, to get your bridge, excuse me, your roads back in shape. But $1 million a road won't go very far.
No.
Now, you know, our debt load is pretty small, all things considered. In fact, it's very small for a county our size.
Sorry.
We have some room in the rate. But we'll have to see what that rate comes out to. All we can hope for really is a huge increase in values. New values, not old values. It would be some, but I don't know. I don't know what our new value is. I mean, it's all about railroad rolling stock value and any new construction that's come in, or businesses or property that's come in. Just raising the value of people's properties like the president doesn't do anything. And that's what people don't understand. You raise the value, you lower the rate, because you can only raise so much money based on statutes. So you're just playing this game.
The new property on.
What you need is a gigantic manufacturing plant.
So like now that
That's what you need.
that they put those two midnight plants down there together. I mean, I see tons of trucks coming out of there.
Yeah, and I think in those instances, those values, hopefully those values are getting caught up on. But it's new.
Yeah.
It's what drives them, what drives the revenue. Because it doesn't get counted into our calculation. So somebody builds a brand new $500,000 home, boom, that's good for us. And then, of course, then it stays on the books. So we, you know, I don't think there's a day goes by where economic development's not in my speech. Talking to somebody about how do we grow properly. You know, I was over in Rockwall, Texas. Rockwall used to be a little sleepy, nothing town east of Dallas. And it's crazy now. Farm roads are pulling out on a little tiny 2-lane farm road. You might have to wait 30 minutes to get out on the road. So I don't think we want that. But they got lots of new stuff. Lots of fancy roads and fancy things.
Oh, yeah, and growth, then for us comes water.
Yes.
And we're already coming up.
Road, trash.
We want new stuff, but we want to take care of our water too.
Yeah.
Most, I do.
So I'm open to the commissioner's ideas on where, I mean, I'm gonna go back and whack a little on travel a little bit more, but all that's nickel dime stuff.
Yes.
I mean, I can whack till I'm blue in the face, but I'll save a little bit of money there, but I'm not, the big ones are gonna be in payroll. It's as simple as that. So we may have to take a look at that. Still want to give raises, still think that that's important. I think y'all do too. So I'm not giving up on that, but we've got to figure out a way to. I mean, I could probably live with if the raises caused a deficit, I think I could live with that. But I can't live with it on top of an
Already
deficit.
Well, we just need to find $500,000. How hard could that be?
Yeah, it's just laying around.
Call your friend Jeff Bezos.
Comments, thoughts? Interest rates are not doing us any favors. They're coming down. Well, they're not coming down dramatically, but they're certainly not up.
Mhm.
So
2 years, they're supposed to be going.
how do you know that? Oh, that's well.
Can you hold your breath for 2 years?
Okay, well, if there's nothing else. Yeah, sure, wasn't it? Yeah, everything keeps going up.
Except the bank account. All right, all I have on the budget, I'll keep y'all up to date. We do have a special meeting on the book, technically for next Tuesday.
Do we need that?
Well, I'm gonna keep it there. If I have to call it, I have to call it by Thursday.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I don't think I'm gonna have to call it, just in case. All right. There's no other discussion on that. Let's move on to our last item. So we're gonna move into closed meeting.
Move we adjourn this meeting and.
Okay. All right, let me announce the Brewster County Commissioners Court will convene into a closed meeting pursuant to section 551.074 personnel matters of the Texas Government Code. This chapter does not require a government body to conduct an open meeting to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, to hear a complaint or charge against an officer or employee, and it does not apply if the officer or employee who is subject to the deliberation or hearing requests a public hearing. That person has waived that right. All right, so we're gonna adjourn now.
Recess.
Or recess, excuse me, not adjourn, wrong word. Recess into closed meeting. Be back in 2 minutes. We're now returning to the open meeting. It is 11:38. And we're resuming the open meeting where we need to take action related to the discussions that were handled in the closed meeting under 551-074 personnel matters. So back in open meeting, I would like to make a motion that we put Melissa Bergstrom on paid administrative leave until the 22nd of August. And we accept and have in our hands her resignation, accept her resignation from that position effective August 22nd.
Second.
All right, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. That was a unanimous vote, Jenny. All right, we have one more thing. Do we still have? She doesn't want to be on? What happened there? Okay, I think the COG, well, this one, the COG wanted to say something. Okay, if there's no.
Another special meeting or no?
I have one on the books for next Tuesday,
Okay.
but right now, guys, I don't think I need to call.
Okay.
I can
You'll let us know.
I'll send you all a do not reply email and keep
Okay.
you up to date with the
It's the best
deputies.
kind of emails.
You like those?
I like that.
Yeah. Let me leave it on the book. I'll have to post it on Thursday if we're gonna do it. I'll let you know. If some crisis comes up, I'll keep it in my back pocket. That's okay with you all.
Yes.
All right, if there's no further business before the court, I'd entertain a motion. Second.